This Rose. I'm Tommy.
And I am Jenny.
And we are here to discuss Rachel's second week as the Bachelorette.
Yes.
And we're also here to eat angel food cake.
The most patriotic of Memorial Day desserts.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. I really like that we've done this. That we're eating every week. Because I like food. It's good.
I like food too.
Mm-hmm. I had a very unhealthy weekend.
I'm sorry, what was that?
I had a very unhealthy weekend, a lot of complex carbohydrates. But angel food cake isn't too bad for you.
Nope, it's light and airy.
So, before we dive into this episode, we've got a couple things to talk about.
We have housekeeping.
Yes, we
do. That's exciting.
Yeah. First of all, biggest housekeeping news, our YouTube channel. We had almost 900 views.
Seriously, what is wrong with you people?
Who's watching this?
Why? Please tell us why.
Get a life.
I'm so confused.
No, seriously, we are very excited about this.
Yeah.
It's really cool, yeah. So thanks so much for watching. Once again, our channel is Take This Rose Podcast.
Uh-huh.
Just search for us. We link to it on our Facebook.
Yes, we promote ourselves a lot.
We actually had a comment on our YouTube video this week.
We had a couple, but I think I know which one you are referring to in particular.
Somebody said, does anybody... Something along the lines of... Doesn't this guy remind anybody of
I think she
Chris
said,
Harrison?
am I the only person who thinks this guy looks like Chris Harrison?
Yeah, right. And no, you're not.
No.
That's kind of a running joke.
New listener.
I look a lot like
viewer,
Chris Harrison, yeah.
We talk about it all the time.
I mean, so much like Chris Harrison. I gotta... Oh my God. It's absurd. So we had that on our YouTube channel. We also had a review on iTunes. Which is exciting. First one in a while. So.
I haven't read it.
I will read it to you now.
Oh my God, thank you.
It is entitled Best.
Yes.
By RW9301. The best of all the podcasts out there about The Bachelor. Thanks.
I agree.
Yeah.
Short, sweet, accurate.
Yeah. Yeah. Thanks so much that you think so highly of us. That's really cool.
Mm-hmm. We think highly of ourselves.
Once again, reviews are how part of the way we spread the word. Also, a way we spread the word about our wonderful show is by linking to our stuff that we post and sharing it on social media. Mm-hmm. Guys, don't be shy.
Oh yeah, no, we had I live tweet every show, and people were replying to me, and I replied back because I like people. Yeah. And attention. Mm-hmm. Why are any of us on social media? Once
again, another great night on Twitter.
Thank you.
Our Twitter is at Take This Rose.
Yes. That is what our Twitter is. Mm-hmm. We also are on other social media. For example, Instagram at Take This Rose Podcast.
Yep. Facebook, just Take This Rose.
Take This Rose. And if you want to email us questions or comments or whatever.
About anything.
Yeah, like anything.
And
like perhaps the shirt Tommy is wearing right now. I think it's very nice.
Thank you.
Again, very patriotic. We've got the blue, we've got the red, and the white.
Yeah, I call it a Nick Viall shirt.
It is a wee bit. It's not tight enough to be a full Nick Viall.
I need to unbutton a lot more, which I'm not going to do.
Please don't.
Yeah.
No. Nobody needs to see your chest hair.
But yeah. So, and also, we have our fantasy league.
Yes.
Yeah. I'm in about third place.
Respectable.
Gibby just...
Yeah, Gibby likes to tweet me updates of his status.
He's so good. So our fantasy league is the Take This Rose Challenge. So if you go to abc.com... You can find our fantasy league there.
Yes. And for new listeners, Gibby won last year, and he received a lovely pizza.
A very special prize. Yes, correct. All right. So, let's get into the nitty-gritty. Talk about this week of The Bachelorette. Kind of an interesting week.
It definitely had its, ups and downs.
Okay. Yeah, I would agree.
There were some moments that were amazing.
Ups, the dog.
The dog, definitely. Yeah. That was a highlight for me.
You can tell Rachel's a lawyer. She somehow finagled in
her
I have to bring my dog.
That she gets to bring her dog.
I'm a little worried about the dog's health. It's in a cast.
Well, yeah, he was in an accident that she didn't get into.
Yeah, I wonder what happened.
But he's got a little bit of a gimp right now.
Yeah, he's got a little cast.
He has a sparkly cast on.
Yeah.
His right front foot, leg,
paw,
extremity.
Yep. And his name is Copper, just like Fox and the Hound.
Oh, God, I cried so hard in that movie when I was a kid.
That is a good one. So, on my notes, I just wrote down Rachel, exclamation point.
That's really vague.
Because the guys all stood on the balcony and yelled Rachel.
Oh, God, that needs to die.
Yeah,
Why does that keep happening? I hate it.
That and hello, wherever they are.
Hello, insert destination here.
Yes. So Harrison starts off this episode by gathering the group of guys around. A lot of screen time for Harrison this week.
Almost like 2 full minutes.
It's nice to see Papa Bear get that screen time. And then the thing at the end, we'll get to it, but where they made him seem like a much bigger shot than he really is.
He is not a big shot. He's a very small shot.
He's a great author. So he says, yeah, guys, I want to make sure everyone's here for the right reasons, blah, blah, blah. And then he passes out a group date card. And it says, looking for husband material. So we go to Rachel.
Yep.
She's actively barbecuing.
And by actively, I mean standing there, holding tongs, looking in the direction of a grill that was near her.
I don't actually have to do this, do I?
You're not actually going to make me cook something, right?
Right, that would be absurd. I'm not going to cook.
And you could tell that she wasn't really doing it because she was like looking down and then she kind of looked up like she was ready to do something and she went back down. It was like, no, it was too early. And then she went back up again.
It was, yeah, and it's just these shrimp are not cooking at all.
That for some reason entertained me.
The shrimp are raw, so I mean they had just thrown that stuff on the grill.
Yeah, shrimp cook very quickly.
Yeah,
they pick up very quickly.
Yeah, they're small.
Yeah,
they're small. The shrimp is proof of God's existence. All right,
please expand on that.
It's a food that comes with a natural handle. Doesn't that show some higher being is out there? Just knowing that people are going to want to...
It only gets to that handle point when you take off the rest of the shell.
Yeah, but it still has it. And then now we've got cocktail sauce to dip it with while holding the handle.
I don't like cocktail sauce.
Okay, well, that's you. Now, one more brief aside. You know how to get all the meat out of the shrimp, right?
I pinch it.
Yeah, you pinch it. Never leave that. That extra meat is big.
Yes. And especially if you're at a restaurant, shrimp dishes are not cheap. You got to get your money's worth. Mm-hmm. I'm all about the economic value.
Totally agree. So then they start playing football. Boom was...
It was very natural.
Yeah, so natural. God, I just hate all of these guys so much.
They're just all such dicks.
Then, for some reason, Ashton Kutcher and Mila Kunis showed up.
So they said it's because ever since Jared from Caitlin's season,
who they think looks like Ashton Kutcher?
Well, it was a thing on the internet. Like everybody said that he looked like Ashton Kutcher. Part of it was the floppy hair. But also like similar brow bones.
Boy, I don't see. I see more like a Tom Cruise. Like he reminds me of Tom Cruise. Maybe it's his voice.
I think that's also a similar bone structure. Mm-hmm. But yeah, so apparently since then they watched the show. Mm-hmm. And frankly, every time Mila and Ashton spoke, I was like, can we just watch a reality show about them instead?
Yeah, they got a little raunchy at one point.
They did. I loved it.
He said from night one, from the first day he met her, he knew he was in love with Mila.
And she like she looked for something to make fun of about it. And she's like, well, someone's getting laid tonight. Yeah. Or at least a blowjob.
Which is weird because like when they first met, he was like 22 and she was like 14.
He was their first kiss.
Oh, wow.
He wasn't 22. I think he was like 19 though.
Well, because he went to college for a couple of years.
Did he?
Yeah, he went to the University of Iowa. Go Hawkeyes. And
then became an underwear model.
He was discovered at the airliner bar.
Tommy, you were so close.
Yeah, so close. God.
You could have been an underwear model and married to Mila Kunis much later.
I could have. Damn it. There's nothing else holding me back. It's all timing.
Yep.
Nothing physically at all. So Ashton and Mila were running something called the Husband Material Challenge. They had to change diapers and vacuum and...
Yeah, it was actually one of, I think, the most maybe kind of appropriate events that I've ever seen on this show.
I guess, yeah.
It was still stupid, but...
Yeah, I mean, there's plastic babies.
Yeah.
Everyone ended up throwing their baby.
Right? It was like, you're really disregarding the whole point of, like, having the plastic baby in the first place. I'm not saying you have to stroke it and, like, rock it to sleep, but, like...
Stroke it doesn't sound right.
All right. Well, it sounded better in my head. It came out wrong.
Just stroke it. I stroke to the east. I stroke to the west.
What is that?
Oh, the song Stroking?
I don't know what that is. What is that?
It's I stroke to the east. I stroke to the west. I stroke to the woman I love the best.
Oh, it's about masturbation?
Yes. Oh, yeah. Very subtly. Can't read into the lyrics there.
Who sings this song?
Oh, I don't know.
When did this song come out?
I think in the 90s.
Whereby do you hear this song?
On the internet. Yeah.
Like Pandora or like...
Yeah, I think you could just Google it.
When you Google songs about masturbation.
Stroking, yeah. So whatever. So they did this challenge. It was. I don't think there's much to talk about with it.
No, it was stupid.
Lucas won by like shoving Kenny, which was kind of good. Then he gave
he shoved Kenny in the baby.
Yeah, and then he gave a big waboom, and Ashton Kutcher had no idea what was going on.
That was another funny part. He's like, "What is that?" And she's like, "It's what he says." And he's like, "What?" She's like, "It's just a sound that he makes." And he's like, "Why?" It's like, I don't know, just because he can. Yeah. And then Waboom tried to get Ashton to do it, and he was like, no.
It's because he's an asshole. He's a jackass. That's what she was trying to say.
Yes, like, honey, he's a dick. This is his thing.
Yes, exactly. So then, I want to make sure that I'm still in the picture here. I feel like
you're so vain.
I am.
I'm barely in the picture.
My jawline looks good this week, thus far.
Guys, we added more books.
Yeah. We had a problem on the videos, if you watched, where our double chins were showing way too much. And it was not
our double chins.
Oh, my double chin
Don't
was terrible.
bring me into this.
Okay, fine. My double chin was bad.
I'm pregnant.
Okay, sure. Okay. Yeah, my jawline could be more defined. So Lucas won.
You have a lovely jawline.
Thank you. Thanks. That really means a lot.
You're so needy.
Yeah. Ladies, how am I single? So then we get to the night portion, and really there's a lot of building tension between Blake and Lucas.
By building tension, I mean Blake just being like a dick.
Yeah, Blake sucks, first of all. He's terrible.
He brings up Lucas to anyone near him.
Yeah, it's just, and he's well, I don't know. He's a total douchebag.
Yes.
So he says, I know Lucas from a previous encounter. I know he just wants to be on TV.
So previous encounter you thought that he was talking about was they were on a reality show together.
They were. And that's how, yes.
I think we mentioned that last week.
Yes, yeah. It's called Exile. ISLE. I saw it on the Bachelor subreddit.
So like they're on a deserted island?
Yeah, with exes or something. And then somehow Lucas ended up living with Blake's.
No, Blake ended up living with Lucas's ex-girlfriend.
Yeah, and then she ended up tweeting how that Blake is completely insane. Mm-hmm. Yeah, so it sounds like
Blake tried to spin it as like,
yeah, she
told Blake that Lucas was a maniac.
Right, but then so my thing was yeah, so he just wants to be on TV because you met on a fucking TV show. Nobody's here for the right reason.
You also want to be on TV.
Yes. So much that you've gone on multiple shows.
Everybody on the show wants to be on TV.
Yeah, you're going to go on Paradise because you want to
last long enough so that they can get a paycheck for being on TV.
Yeah, that's pretty much it. So let's not throw stones when we live in a glass house.
Let's not pretend that this show is anything but what it is. And
a search for love.
And we watch it because it is an epic train wreck that you cannot look away from.
Right. Exactly.
We are no better than them.
Yeah. Then
actually no, we're a little better. We're a little better. I'm a little better.
Yeah, I'm not better. Guys, watch our YouTube videos. Then we can start advertising products on here.
Only if we figure out how to edit it.
At the night portion, then she sat down with a couple guys. She sat down with Fred, and she was just saying how much of a bad kid he was.
She keeps saying that. Like, what did he do?
He must have been a really bad kid.
How old are you when you're in third grade? Like 10?
9, 10, yeah. Did he kill somebody?
Like 9.
He killed a hitchhiker. He killed a camp counselor.
I don't know.
But chicks love the bad boy.
I love me a bad 9-year-old.
Yeah. Right. Then Jack Stone had a little conversation with her.
Oh my god, he leaned in so close.
Oh yeah, we lost a lot of respect for Jack Stone tonight.
It was like...
Did a head tilt.
It was so awkward.
Yeah, it was
more
awkward than what we just did. Yeah, if you're
bad.
watching on YouTube, yeah, it's pretty bad.
That was bad.
But Rachel,
we both did it. Mm-hmm. We should have only one of us done it.
Yeah, right. Yeah, no, that's a big problem.
Yep. No.
Yeah.
Now we know.
Yeah. Now we've creeped out everybody.
Yep.
We're back down to 100 views in this
everyone.
YouTube video.
I apologize.
Then, but Rachel kept saying how she had no romantic kind of spark with any of the guys there. Mm-hmm. Which that's not a great sign.
It's a terrible sign.
Oh, not terrible. Let's not get
terrible.
Yeah.
This is the worst thing that I've witnessed on this show.
The worst. Oh my god. Melania and I, we've got such spark. I can't keep my hands off her. That's why she keeps slapping it away. So then, yeah, she said she had no romance. Then we shot back to the house. Peter got a one-on-one card. I forgot what it said.
I know. I wasn't listening.
Yeah. You are the gap-toothed romantic that I've been searching for.
I don't think that's what it said.
No, probably not.
It probably said something about dogs.
Then, once again, we shot back to Blake and Lucas. And, like, Blake says, just so you know, I just talked with Rachel and you came up.
Yeah, because you brought him up, you stupid man. Oh, no, I'm sorry. Man is too much of a compliment.
They showed him with personal training last week, and he had an overweight female pushing a sled.
And as a personal trainer, you were offended.
I was like, well, this is not what she needs to be doing right now. How about some functional strength?
Yes.
Yeah.
And some cardio.
Yeah. Perfect. No. Sled.
I could be a trainer.
Yeah. I've got a client who thinks that, like, someday I'm just going to say, all we're doing today is lunges. Just start lunging. Hand him a kettlebell and just start lunging.
Oh, that's sad.
That's probably what Blake does. So then, yeah, we got into the thing with Blake living with Lucas's ex. My big shocker is Lucas has an ex.
Right?
Somebody has slept with Lucas.
Yep.
And, I mean, we all know what he has to say when he climaxes. Waboom! Oh, Jesus, that was so loud.
I know.
Do you think he does the jiggle with his cheek, though, too? Boom!
No, I think it's more of like a tense thing because he's climaxing.
Mm-hmm.
So I think it's like...
Yeah.
It's like all... it's all here.
But I think, like, sometimes he gets, like,
jaw.
really close and passionate. He says, I can't wait to waboom.
I can't wait to waboom all over you.
Okay, so waboom.
Where do you want me to waboom, baby?
What article of speech is waboom?
I don't know. They used it as like everything.
I think it's
noun, adjective, vocation,
onomatopoeia. I mean, it's quite literally the most perplexing thing I've ever seen on this show.
Yes.
Yeah. No, that's about right.
It's definitely up there.
Yeah.
And like you'd think if it was something like he was trying to promote, that he would explain it.
Right. But no, he's just trademarked it, and he's wearing the shirts all over the place. Ugh. Yeah. So, whatever.
Waboom.
Then Dean and Rachel got a little side time. Rachel really likes Dean.
He was just a little cutie patootie.
He's adorable. Oh, my God.
He's so cute.
Oh,
You
my
and Jeff
God.
both had little crushes on him.
Jeff did say he is adorable.
Yes. So did you. I actually tweeted what you guys said about Dean.
No, I didn't say adorable. I said fuckable. Very different. He is so fuckable. Oh my God, guys. Yeah, so, which is weird because he's a lot younger than her.
Is he?
I mean, he's like 26, 25, 26.
Well, a lot of them are that young.
No, I think she's got a much more mature cast than usual.
Well, that makes sense.
Yeah.
Because when you're 31, you don't want to date somebody who's 22. Unless you're a dude, then you want a 22-year-old woman.
Yeah, I don't know if you really do.
How old were Nick's contestants?
Yeah, that's true. Very true. I've got a very specific policy. If she doesn't have a really good recall of 9/11, she's too young.
If you don't remember where you were.
Yeah,
when
right.
9/11 happened.
Yeah. Oh, where was I? Yeah.
I remember where I was.
Yeah, because it was 9/11. We all remember where we were.
Well, I know, but I was older than you.
Yeah, but not too much. Like, you're in 7th grade? 8th grade?
8th, I think.
Yeah. So I was probably in, 6th. Yeah. Dark turn
Wow.
on the podcast.
Way to bring up 9/11. Tommy.
Speaking of things
everything.
crashing and burning,
Our podcast.
Dean got a group date rose, so they're doomed.
Yes.
Yeah. We'll see how long Dean lasts. Do you think he could be a top 4 guy?
I don't know. Honestly, except for him being a cutie patootie, I don't remember anything else about him.
Yeah, right. Like, I've got no idea what he does.
He didn't really leave an impression.
Right.
Well, but the women, I feel like the Bachelorettes tend to like the guys that they pick out first.
Mm-hmm. Definitely, yeah. They do not change.
Yeah. Like, they stick with that.
I think the guys do, though, too.
Do they?
Like, I think Ben really liked Lauren early on.
Yeah.
Nick liked Vanessa really early.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think what you do is you pick, like, your winner early, and then it's like, who are 2 other girls that I want to fuck? Like, that's pretty much the whole point of this show.
Well, because, Caitlyn gave Sean the first impression rose.
They were, we're talking about, love at first sight, the first night.
But didn't Ben give it to Olivia?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, he did. I don't know. Oh, yeah, I wonder how.
Who did Nick give it to?
Nick gave it to Rachel.
Yeah.
Yeah. There was a lot of rumors about Nick, that Rachel had already been chosen as the Bachelorette before Nick was even cast.
Yeah.
And so, pretty much Nick did not have a season. The producers did, which I really want to believe is true. He's just a little puppet.
Oh, Nick.
Then we went to Peter and Rachel's one-on-one. Rachel in this date was wearing like blue jeans and like a crop top, maybe.
It was a crop top, but it was like a t-shirt, like a boxy t-shirt that had been cinched. So, not even like tied up. There was like elastic in the back.
So what do we think of her fashion sense thus far?
It was about 50-50 for me.
Okay.
I liked the purple lace dress she was wearing, and I liked the like glittery sequin dress that she was wearing. I think it was also purple.
Okay.
But I didn't like her black dress. I didn't like that crop top.
I did not like the rose ceremony dress. That was way too flashy.
Yeah.
Yeah, and I didn't really like how JoJo dressed either.
True.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, you hated pretty much every dress JoJo had on.
Yeah, and her hair was not good. But yeah, so the women, I should say, that actually can be a deal breaker for some guys.
On how they dress?
Yeah.
You know what would be a deal breaker for me for this season? Half the assholes' haircuts.
Yeah. The douche swoops are... So
they are fervent.
I'm single. I need the advice.
You should not get that haircut.
Listeners.
That's my advice. You should not get
I'm
that
talking
haircut.
to a woman who's married and very pregnant. I need a single...
that doesn't mean...
Your hormones are all out of whack. That's what that means. Yeah, you couldn't tell a good haircut if you wanted to. But like the douche suit, why is that a thing?
I don't know.
First,
I honestly don't know.
But girls must like that because there's no way guys would spend 25 minutes on their hair every day.
Here's the thing. Women, like, we don't do this for you.
Yeah, right.
Like, we don't put on makeup and do our hair for you. We do it for ourselves and for each other.
But we do this for you. All this.
Oh, you did that for me?
Not you specifically.
Oh,
but
well, fuck you.
I did it for you guys. They're watching on the YouTube.
Oh, my God.
Yeah.
I roll.
Yeah. So, whatever. She dresses. They go to Palm Springs and they bring a little friend. They brought Copper.
Yeah!
And a nice little product placement.
For BarkBox.
For BarkBox. Speaking of which, our newest sponsor is not BarkBox. We don't have any sponsors yet.
No sponsors.
But BarkBox, if you're listening, I like dogs.
Yeah. If I had a dog, I would probably subscribe to a monthly service where I purchase things for them that they don't need.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, sure. Totally, like, inexcusable purchases. I think they come, like, with hats for dogs.
Probably. Like, hats and treats and, like, toys that they'll destroy in 3 minutes.
Yeah, right. Whatever happened to pepperoni sticks? Just pepperoni and bacon strips.
I have many friends who go to, like, artisanal dog trucks.
Oh, my God.
And they spend like an exorbitant amount of money on treats for their dog.
My dog will eat anything.
They eat poop.
Yes. One of my favorite things was to like eat a lean cuisine, and if I spilled rice on the floor, just have Nigel come over and like
dogs are vacuums.
Yeah, they're great.
Yeah.
The cleanliness of the house was not great.
Medium.
Yeah. So they bring Copper and they go to a dog pool party. And it's just a really nice date. I mean,
it was like Peter. I tweeted this. Peter seems like a really great, nice, down to earth guy. Right. So he's fucked.
Yeah. He fucked good. I mean, this guy fucks. That's pretty much.
This guy fucks.
Yeah. I think he's my clear favorite. Well, him or Brian, are clear favorites at this point. Then they spend
as far as like from Rachel's perspective.
Or from mine.
Or from yours.
From mine.
So they're like in your
top
like
4.
Top 5. Top 4 now.
Yeah. I'd say them. I guess Josiah. And somebody else. I don't know.
Another guy. Yeah, I don't know.
Dean? I guess Dean.
I guess.
Yeah. That's fine. I really swung and a miss with Blake K. I had high hopes for Blake K.
Well, we all did.
Yeah.
The whole internet did.
Yeah.
Everyone was as angry as I was.
Yeah.
To see Blake K go on night 1.
Yeah.
Found out
family emergency.
Family emergency.
Which is weird. Like that. So I wonder if he had a family emergency like 2 days before. He's like, look, guys, I can only do night 1. Or was it like...
Yeah, I would be curious to know the exact timing on that as well.
But I could totally see that too, where he's just like, I'm already here. I'll just do the first night.
Yeah, but then I gotta go see my grandpa.
Like, he wasn't upset at all when he was leaving. So I'm sure he was just like, I have to go. So like, whatever. Yeah. So hopefully he goes back on Paradise.
Yeah, I think he will, just because like the whole internet was like...
Yeah, no. and
the whole internet was Team Blake K, so I think they'd know that he'd have a...
And if there's a push for diversity, like, they haven't had anybody significant of Asian descent besides Filipinos, like with Kayla.
Yeah.
And I think Catherine might have been Filipino. That Sean chose. She might have
I
been.
don't know. That was before my time.
Yeah, it was. Yeah. So then Peter and Rachel went to La Quinta for dinner, a place I'm very familiar with. I've dined there several times. I spent a lot of time out there.
Ladies.
There's a lot of old people in that area. Palm Springs is cool. Palm Springs, I think, is a big gay culture. I think that's a big part of that town.
Okay. My friend's parents have a house there.
Okay.
So it's very nice.
Are they gay?
No. It's a man and a woman.
Yeah, okay. But no, so they do.
They're straight.
They do. So I think like that's like a big thing there. And then like right around there is Coachella. So they have.
Oh, is it really?
Yeah, they got Coachella, and then like 2 weeks after that, they have something called, I think, Stagecoach, which is a country music festival. So they have some culture there. And then there's La Quinta, which is nice. It's a lot smaller than Palm Springs. And then right by there is PGA West, which is old.
Wait, is La Quinta a town? I thought La Quinta was just the hotel they were at.
No, I think La Quinta's a town.
No, it was a hotel. It was
No. There is the La Quinta Resort. Yeah. Okay. But I think La Quinta is a town as well.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, there's like a bunch of little towns there, like Indio and that type of thing.
Isn't that where Coachella like actually is?
Coachella's, I think, in Coachella Valley.
Oh.
Yeah.
Jesus. I know. I'm not gonna lie to you, Tommy. I have no desire to ever set foot anywhere near Coachella. Therefore, I do not know that much about it.
I do not have the wardrobe to do Coachella. But then right by La Quinta is PGA West, which is where my parents have a house, and it's nice. Like, you're in bed by about 8:30 p.m. Just wrap every night up with a hot tub session with my parents. Literally. That's
ladies.
Literally it.
Tommy's single.
I'm single. I am.
All this can be yours.
Single.
It also comes with a lake house in Wisconsin.
yeah, where I slept on the couch. So yeah.
But for you, he'll spring for an air mattress.
Oh boy, goody.
Hey.
Oh, speaking of which, Papa Bear just texted me. He said,
Chris Harrison?
No, my dad. Because I texted him, they're in La Quinta, and he says, I saw that part. Also saw the confrontation with the former girlfriend. Is Maury Povich on staff? All right, so Peter got a rose. Oh, one thing we do have to talk about is how this was a much more mature date than we're used to seeing.
Yes, they like actually had a conversation and learned things about each other.
Yeah, right. One of the things was Peter was saying he had a messy relationship, and he sought out therapy.
Yeah.
That's great.
Yeah.
Like,
and she admitted that she had done the same.
Yeah, and I was saying to Johnny, no other guy in that house would be willing to admit
that they went to therapy.
Right? Yeah, it's ridiculous. But no, not that's ridiculous.
Therapy is good.
If you're trying to do self-improvement, you're an idiot.
It's like, no, therapy is good.
Yeah,
talking shit out with someone who has no vested interest in your situation is great.
Well, and you just have to find things to like clear your mind. Part of the reason I do yoga is like it really clears my mind, and it really helps. Like, that is a form of therapy for me. So good for them that they did that they sought out ways to better themselves.
Yep.
But yeah, I can never see that happening in a conversation with JoJo or Caitlin or Andy. Andy,
Caitlin would be like, let's just pound back a couple of whiskeys and go back to my hotel room.
Andy, the guy would have been like, hey, I went to therapy, and she would have said, stop. That was a big thing on her season.
Oh, that would have gotten annoying.
Yeah. Oh, it got pretty annoying. Like, Jimmy Kimmel did montages of it, and it was pretty awful. He got a rose. Peter did. Peter did
get a rose.
Yep. Then we went to a group date. Once again, we're still in an area in our recaps where we have too many people.
Yes.
We cannot focus on
I kept being like, who is that?
Yeah. So we were not focusing as much on individual storylines until we got to the group date. This was great.
Yes.
So it was a basketball game. The date card said swish. Have you heard the new?
These are shorter date cards.
They are
than normal.
Harrison's hand is getting tired.
They contain less puns. I wonder if that was also in her contract.
God, for the love of God.
For the love of God, shorten the date cards.
No, I think Harrison. Something that good authors do is a lot of times they write longhand their novels. And so he's been writing all day. His wrist really hurts.
He's just so tired from penning the sequel to The Perfect Letter.
The gay letter. Yeah, the gay letter. And so he's just kind of shortening up the go do something was one of the date cards.
Yep. Date. Just a date.
Yeah, date. So yeah, I couldn't think of anything funny to say after that.
That's because that was such a great singer.
It was so great.
Oh my God, it was untoppable.
It was the best joke I've ever heard.
Yeah.
So they did a group date. They were playing basketball, which they've done before. They did this on Andy's season. Mm-hmm. This was a great moment on Andy's season.
Let's not pretend they're not recycling like everything.
What was the one on Ben's season that was really bad? It was
You're gonna
early.
have to be more specific.
It was early as a group date, where like everyone was an idiot.
The beach volleyball game?
No, that was Nick's. Oh, it was the high school when they couldn't locate Indiana.
Oh God, that was so bad.
It was so
None
bad.
of them could find Indiana on the map.
Oh man, and one of the people was from Chicago, I think. So Kareem Abdul-Jabbar shows up because he's a huge fan of the show / has a book to promote.
/ they gave him a big fat check.
Yeah. Also, yeah, sorry about the Andy thing with her group date for basketball. They had to play against each other, and the winning team got to spend extra time with Andy, of course. And they zoomed in on the losing team in the locker room after the game. And man, they were getting real torn up about it.
Were they crying?
It was Josh.
Were they weeping?
Josh was there, and he said,
sweating.
He's just like, he said, I'm getting real fired up. He just kept saying that over and over again.
Oh, God damn it.
Chris Soules was there, so I'm sure he went out for a drink afterward to drown his sorrows.
And then drove.
And I think maybe Marcus
like
was on
Tiger
the team.
Woods.
Yeah. God, what an idiot Tiger is. How do you not have Uber?
He not even Uber, just like how does he not have a personal driver?
Yeah, right. That's the thing.
Like, why are you driving yourself anywhere, you dumb fuck?
Yeah, I'm sure he cannot even get in and out of the car himself. So Kareem is there to promote his book. He said that basketball and romance go really well together.
And both of us were like,
not many successful marriages in the NBA.
No.
When I think of a romantic, I think of like Michael Jordan.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah.
He never cheated on his wife.
No. I think Kareem Abdul-Jabbar, he was the ass man, right? On Seinfeld. They think
yes, he was.
Yeah. So yeah, I don't think that's a really good comparison.
No.
In fact, Bill Simmons, he's a big NBA writer and stuff.
I know of him. He has a podcast as well.
He
has a whole network.
He does. We are available.
We are available for your... No, they already have one.
Yeah, they do.
It's not as good as ours, though.
Not according to RW9301. It isn't.
What is that?
That is the reviewer that said we're the best.
Oh, yes.
You're the best around. Nothing's ever gonna keep you down. So he was saying that pretty much any locker room tension is pretty much over a woman. It's either over a woman or over cards. So, yeah. And then there's a recent article written about like basketball players, just how much they use Tinder when they're on the road.
God.
Yeah.
I'm so sad. Was it Tony Parker was sleeping with somebody else's wife on the team?
Yeah.
While he was married to Eva Longoria?
Yeah, he was sleeping with
with
one of the
wife.
Barry's wives. Yeah, it was not a good look. Not a good look.
Also, you're married to Eva Longoria.
Right.
Like, what are you doing?
Well, speaking of messy relationships, after the basketball game, somebody showed up.
Who was it, Tommy?
It was DeMario's ex. Who
That's me being surprised.
Yeah, who I didn't really catch her name. I think it's kind of inconsequential.
It doesn't matter.
Yeah.
It does not matter.
And she said, she told Rachel when I was watching the show a couple weeks ago, someone that...
Last week.
Yeah.
This is how much time has passed.
Yeah, it's been 1 week and they're already in love.
Oh, yes.
Yeah. About 12 minutes. You're there.
Yep.
She said, I noticed that someone stepped out and it's somebody that's been dating me for the last 7 months.
My boyfriend of the last 7 months.
Who
disappeared 3 days before.
Who, to be fair, though, had not introduced her to family or friends. So it's not like he was super serious about her.
But according to her, he had a key to her apartment.
Yeah, so that's not good.
And he did not break up with her.
Yeah. So
that's where we're having the real issue here.
And I was so happy that it was DeMario, because he's like, oh, she's going to be my wife.
Oh, like, yeah, because you hated how cocky he was.
Oh, man, he's such an asshole. He sucks. And this is what, seeing somebody's personal life and their image just get completely shattered on national TV is
why we watch.
Yeah, it's so great, isn't it?
It's why we watch.
It was just, oh, man. Today, I mean, I've been a little down in the dumps lately, and I see this guy's life get ruined, and I think, oh, man, I feel great.
Right?
I feel awesome.
I'm in such a good position right now.
Oh, man. I should go on that show.
Yeah.
So she shows up, and she says, oh, Karma's a bitch, isn't it? He's like,
he tried to pretend he didn't know who she was.
Oh, who's this?
And then he transitioned into, we've known each other, like, in passing.
Yeah.
And then it was, we had a relationship, but I broke it off with her.
Oh, my God. The lying was great.
It was just...
I guess
we've had sexual intercourse.
I guess it depends on what your definition of is, to quote Bill Clinton.
Yeah, and he had a similar thing, because she's like, if I look at... Because, Rachel's a lawyer.
Mm-hmm.
She's like, if I look at her phone right now, is it going to confirm what you say or what she says?
Mm-hmm.
Like, will it have, proof that you broke things off with her? And it's like, it depends on what dates you go by.
So it sounds like DeMario had tried to end it several times, and she just kept coming back with that. You could tell that woman is a demon in the sack.
Yes.
The way her confidence when she said Karma is a bitch, you're like, oh my God, this girl.
Oh, she practiced that line so hard
in front of the mirror. Oh yeah.
Because she didn't even wait for him to say anything.
Oh no, not a chance. Yeah.
She just I feel like she jumped the gun a little bit with it. Actually, I wanted her to
wait
just a half a second.
Yeah, but yeah, because she was poised.
Yeah.
But her timing, she shot her wad a little.
Yeah.
She boomed a little early. She boomed a little early.
Oh God. I hate that word so much.
So this chick was out for blood, and
she got it.
Yeah, she got it. So Rachel sends him home. She's like, you have to get the fuck out of here.
Yep.
She called him a dirty dog, which I like. He is a dirty dog. Wonder if he'll get invited to Paradise. Probably no way, right?
No. He wasn't around long enough to be
oh, but he made quite the impression.
A villain like Chad.
Yeah, right.
Just.
So then, dragging his hands, whistling as he walks back to the house to murder everybody. I could see. Have you ever seen Silence of the Lambs when Hannibal Lecter is beating the guy with the club and he's smiling and the blood is just splattering all over him?
No.
Well, that would have been Chad.
I don't watch scary movies.
Oh, it's not a scary movie. It's just suspenseful.
Yeah, but it's also gross because he's,
Well, he's eating people.
A cannibal.
Sure. Yeah. Hannibal the cannibal. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. So then Rachel went to go talk to the guys to say, she was really fed up. She said, I want to go home. And she shot a dirty look at Chris Harrison.
Quit looking at the camera.
Oh, okay.
You've been looking at the camera this whole time. Look me in the eyes, Tommy.
All right, I'm going to keep it 100, all right? Because that's what Rachel said she wanted to do. She wanted to keep it. She said, I don't want to get played. I want to keep it 100.
Yeah, and it just ruined the seriousness of that moment.
Yeah, I mean, is that what you really want to... You want to stick to your guns on that one, Rachel?
Yeah.
Is that going to be your epitaph?
Yeah.
She kept it 100. Yeah, great. Good to know.
No.
We did go to a night portion. And Josiah pulled her aside first. Mm-hmm. And Josiah really calmed down on the bravado talk after.
Yeah, after DeMario left, he cooled it on the alpha male.
Yeah, it was great to see because I was getting pretty sick of Josiah.
Yeah.
Now he's okay.
The two of them, they fueled each other.
Yeah. Or
at least DeMario fueled Josiah.
Yeah, I think DeMario, there's a good chance there. Because DeMario, when he's getting kicked off, he kept laughing.
He did. He couldn't believe it.
Yeah. Dude,
that's just how cocky he was.
Yeah. His life is in a terrible spot right now.
Yep.
Literally, that is a life-altering moment.
Uh-huh.
Yeah. That's really bad.
I don't think he really understood, just how fucked he was.
Yeah, right. So, yeah, Josiah says, I'm really protective of you because I've known you for 15 minutes.
Obviously.
Yeah. And they made out. She's kind of a weird kisser.
Well, they were especially weird because it was like neither of them leaned.
Yeah.
You know, normally you like tilt.
Chomped.
They like straight on chomped at each other.
Yeah.
And it was like aggressive.
Yeah. And she had a weird make out with somebody else too. Where I thought it looked like, I thought it looked like their teeth were really kind of clanging and banging the whole time.
Oh, that other guy. I can't remember his name.
Not Brian.
No.
She made out with like 3 guys.
Yeah.
Did she make out with Kenny? No, I don't think so.
I don't think so.
No,
Kenny was like, I want to take it slow with her.
Right. Why? Why? I mean, it's a TV show where you could be gone in a day.
Get it while you can, Kenny.
But so Josiah got the rose, which was kind of interesting. So yeah, he's probably an early favorite as well.
Yeah.
Then we went to the rose ceremony. Brian initially pulled her aside. First move, make out with her.
Yes.
By now.
I had already forgotten who Brian was because I hadn't seen him since last week.
He got the first impression rose, excuse me.
I know.
Yeah, he's...
Well, I remember now.
Yeah. I can't decide if I think he's a handsome man. He's definitely not as fuckable as Dean, but...
No.
No. But who is?
No one.
No. Dean, are you listening? Are you watching? God, no.
Tommy wants you.
It's really hard to convince people that I'm straight sometimes. No, it's not. I don't know.
Is it? I don't know.
I'm digging a hole here.
You really are.
Bail me out.
Let's
talk about Kareem Abdul-Jabbar again. And he gave Rachel a massage. I don't know about that one.
That happened on another season. I can't remember.
Ben got a massage from Jubilee.
Yes.
Yeah.
And like, it's just awkward getting on a massage table and getting a massage in your formal wear.
Right.
Because it's like, it's not an actual massage. It's like, how about you just sit down and rub her shoulders?
Yeah.
Like a normal person.
For Mother's Day, I got my mom... we're gonna go get massages together. I think I want to get.
Are you gonna get a couples massage with your mom?
No, because she wants to get hot stone, but I want to get deep tissue, which is gonna be like painful. But I really want to get loose in my muscles. Like
I love a deep tissue massage.
Yeah, I really need it.
Even when I once went in for it was just like a Swedish massage, but she
dirty,
was like,
dirty.
Yep. She was like,
here's a massage.
She's like, do you like a lot of pressure? And I'm like, yeah, I do. She's like, okay, well, my specialty is deep tissue, so if you just want me to make that, I'm like, yep.
Would she just whack you with a baseball bat?
Pretty much. Cricket.
Yeah. Oh boy. So yeah, I'm looking forward to that. While she was getting rubbed down, somebody showed up.
Oh my god, who was it?
It was DeMario. Oh my god! Which
we did not see that coming.
Do you know what that translates to in Italian?
What?
The Mario. That's what's like funny about names like that. Is like, there's LaPierre. He's like an NHL announcer. Mm-hmm. So someone like decided his last name should be the Peter. That's weird.
Yep.
Yeah, LeBron. He's another hockey guy. LeBron is LeBron.
Yes.
It's interesting, yeah.
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 So interesting.
So interesting.
Can we please keep talking
So he shows
it?
up with this security guard, the guy in all black with like the weird black leather hat on.
The leather. What is that kind of hat called? It's not a page boy hat, is it?
No, it's a it's like a driver cap. Driver's cap? I don't know. You know the hat that we're talking about. Yeah. It's like what Bruce Arians
golfers
wears.
wear it?
No, that's an old timey golfer, yeah. They used to wear it back in the day.
Yeah.
So they talk to the security guard. He's like, I need to.
Let me go talk to Mr. Harrison. As if Chris Harrison has any power ever in any moment on this show.
Chris is just the puppet master.
I'm pretty sure he doesn't even have a trailer. He just has a cage. And every once in a while, they let him out of his cage so that he can be on camera for 30 seconds.
He has to run to the craft services table and stick a bunch of carrots in his pocket.
They give him a little newspaper in case he has to pee.
Just banging the tin cup against the rim. Guys, I need water. I need help right now. So I don't know what's gonna happen is if Mr. Harrison's gonna let DeMario go back on the show. He brought it up to Rachel. He says we have an unwanted guest. Bullshit! You guys called DeMario and stuff.
Obviously.
Yeah, clearly. And she says, "Well, my curiosity is at an all-time high. I want to see what he has to say." Why? I think we know what he's gonna say.
Yes, he's gonna say that he didn't do this.
Yeah.
That this chick is bullshit. Just trying to slander him or whatever.
Yeah, he's not going to redeem himself at all.
Is it slander or libel? I always mix the two up.
I think libel's in print,
right?
Yes.
So just slander.
Yes. For example, we've said so many terrible things about Chris Harrison. He would sue us for slander.
Can you sue for slander in the US? It's hard, right?
I think it is, yeah. I don't know.
It's easier in the UK.
But then
he can do it in a British court.
Right. Whereas if we wrote a book,
don't you have to prove like malicious intent?
Yeah, I think so. I think that's why
I
it's impossible.
I don't think we have malicious intent.
Not to Papa Bear.
Against him specifically.
No, not with Chris. Chris, I would. If there is one person that I would ever want to have on this podcast,
it would be Chris Harrison.
It would be Chris Harrison. It will never happen, even though we look a lot alike.
For those of you listening, we're gesturing right now for the YouTubers.
Yeah. Everyone should really get on the YouTube wagon.
The YouTubes?
Yeah, the YouTubes.
They're doing streaming TV now.
Yeah, we're not doing that. I'm not going to figure out streaming.
Well, I don't think we can be on streaming TV, but I don't know. I don't know how it works.
I really don't.
I just saw the one commercial.
Yeah, but that's cool. So then we had some previews for next week. Some DeMario stuff, and it looks like things are going to get a little heated between Lee, who sucks, and
Lee's terrible.
Is it Christian? Is that the guy's name? Who talks a little weird. He kind of slides his head when he talks.
Oh yeah, he's tall and skinny.
Yeah.
Yes, he was screaming at Lee.
Yeah, right. So
is his name Christian? I don't remember.
Yeah, it could be.
He had an awkward makeout with.
Yes, that's
Rachel.
Right. Yeah. I wonder if that's the one where I thought their teeth were really hitting each other.
Potentially.
That could have been it. So yeah, that's going to be next week. Remember, right into our mailbag. Take This Roast Podcast at
gmail.com.
YouTube, Facebook, Twitter, Instagram.
All of them.
Yep. All of them. iHeartRadio. You can listen to us on the iHeartRadio app too.
Not Google Play.
Pretty cool, yeah. Pretty sure iHeartRadio is going to have a summer concert here soon.
They always do, don't they?
I wonder if we're going to get VIP passes because we're on iHeartRadio.
Because we're on
the iHeartRadio app.
I think that's definitely how it works.
Yeah, I think you probably need more than 50 downloads per week from the iHeartRadio app, but we'll see. We're a pretty big deal. We are the best podcast out there, apparently.
Yes.
Our reviewer would not lie.
No.
Also, on YouTube, we had 6 thumbs down, which is totally fine.
Uh-huh. You really wanted people to hate watch us.
Yeah, but now I'm kind of if you hate it, don't rate it. Which I know I should have said that at the top because people that hate it are not going to be hearing this, yeah.
Well, yeah. And frankly, you know what? You watched it.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah, we got the view.
Joke's on you.
Idiot. Please keep watching. Please. All right. Oh, also, I've got a fun little promotion here.
Okay, go. You're getting ready. This is a big build-up.
So, this is my idea.
Are you pitching it to the listeners or to me?
To the listeners.
Okay. Do I get to say?
Yeah, sure.
Okay.
So you can nominate people for The Bachelor and The Bachelorette.
Uh-huh.
What if we tried to get something where lots of people nominate me?
Okay.
What would the prize be? So you send in proof of your submission of nominating me.
And then we would do a raffle.
Yeah. And what... Or not raffle. Well, yeah, I guess a raffle.
Yeah.
And what would...
Because we can't... If
yeah, right, yeah.
If a lot of our listeners nominate you, we can't send them all pizzas.
Yeah, right. Because the pizza was expensive.
This podcast already cost us money.
Yeah, I know. Really, I don't know why we're doing this. But what would our grand prize be? So Robbie Hayes has something where he'll send you a
1-month subscription to the Polished Gent.
But Robbie has something where he'll send you a personalized video message.
Oh my god.
For $10.
What?
Yeah. But I was thinking...
God, he is such a tool.
I was thinking if it's somebody from Chicago, it could be coffee with Jenny and Tommy.
Uh-huh.
Or just Tommy even.
Yep.
Or coffee over Skype with us.
Yeah. I like that.
Yeah. So what you're going to have to do is you're going to have to nominate me.
Yep.
On the ABC page for The Bachelor.
And then send us proof.
Then send us like a screenshot of your nomination. And if you have to like give them an email address, give them yours, I guess. I don't know how it works when you're nominating somebody.
Yeah, I don't know.
Yeah.
If you get into some roadblocks, just email us. Take this Rose podcast at gmail.com and we'll figure that out.
Yeah. So I think that's a fun little idea here. So for our loyal listeners who watch this.
Yes.
Or loyal viewers and listeners who listen.
Yes.
Fun little drive there. All right. So until next week, we'll see you later.
Yeah.
Hope you had a great holiday weekend as well. Should have really opened with that.
Yes.
Yeah.
But it's Memorial Day.
Yeah, it is. Okay. So until next week. Thanks so much for
Rambling
listening.
wrap up. Later,
Bye.
guys.
Oh, and we're still on our YouTube.
We're still on YouTube. Oh my God, we're so white.
Bye.